It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Birds, next on Madden Football.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set to get us started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 7. And the 49er first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Let's play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Let's go now, let's go. It's showtime, baby.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Purdy now to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he stopped immediately there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Eluding the pressure right.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward. Touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts connects. Eagles first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with his 2nd and 4. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy will look to throw again here. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Purdy complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And connecting quickly with Goddard.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. McCaffrey on the counter. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Gould is good.
Certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here. Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he's got it.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from a yard out. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's rock and roll.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, They have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.